Hello! Today I wanted to talk about the reason why I became vegan. What happened to me? Who hurt me that caused me to go down this path?
I hurt myself today.
I was the kind of person that argued with vegans. I was the kind of person that was raised on hot dogs and mac and cheese and spaghetti and meatballs, and Land O'Lakes cheese was my favorite thing on planet Earth. I would eat it by the slice.
Melted atop my veal, primo on any meal, pizza, gnocchi and cannoli, so good with real cheese.
Make your meal sing with real cheese.
I am fucking triggered.
Hey, mamma mia, and the cannoli, hey, lasagna.
Hey, pasta fazool, a spicy meatball.
I loved all these foods. I loved them because it was what I grew up on, it was what my friends ate, it was what my family served, it was what was normal. It was only later that I realized that maybe these foods were doing my body some harm.
Processed meats cause cancer, and red meat probably does too.
And if you look at cheese, where's that gone? Up and up and up and up. So which direction is obesity going? It's following the cheese.
A new study says that eating egg yolks can raise your risk of heart attacks or stroke almost as much as smoking.
I went through a stressful time in my life, and I started getting these pains in the lower right part of my stomach. I thought it was an ulcer. I went to the doctor. The doctor says, you have IBS. And I'm like, holy crap. Any kind of red meat that I ate went right through my body. I would eat a cheeseburger in a restaurant. I would literally have to go to the bathroom before we even could leave the restaurant. I started eating turkey because of the stomach pain, because of the issues that I was having. It seemed to be okay. I was still having stomach pain. I met this person and she was like, hey, why don't you try this vegetarian food? And I was like, hell no, that's gonna taste like shit. But then I actually finally, begrudgingly, I went and tried it, and it was actually really good. I was like kind of blown away by it. Eventually, after I was shifting more and more to these plant-based foods, I wasn't like vegan or even vegetarian. I was still eating some meat. Watched some documentaries on health. I think Forks Over Knives was one of them. And I was tired of being in pain all the time. And I felt like shit. I looked like shit. So, New Year's Eve 2015, I committed to going vegan. That was the last time I ate animal derivatives. I'm going to show you footage from the first few days after I became vegan. I've never showed anybody this footage before, so please enjoy.
I'm so scared. I can't find protein. These are my shirts hanging. I'm so excited for my first vegan meal. I'm happy. I went through this ridiculous transformation. I noticed so many things happening with my body. My acne disappeared. I had terrible acne growing up. I had back knee, and that started going away too. I had more energy. When I got up in the morning, I didn't feel so sluggish and so tired. I didn't feel like I didn't want to get out of bed. I felt like a renewed vigor. I don't know. And most importantly, my IBS symptoms went away completely. They were gone. 100%. I wasn't in pain. I was having amazing bowel movements.
In other words, poop.
Nerve, what's that sound?
Whoa!
I had a friend that was telling me about all the abuse that happens on factory farms. Oh, Chris, these animals are hurt on factory farms and they're getting abused. And I was like, You're fucking stupid. I was like, that footage is not current. That is old footage that people are just bringing up over and over again. And I was like, that stuff doesn't happen. There are regulations on these farms. These animals are treated very well.
So, the chickens who are boys go to a chicken farm?
No.
Hmm? What's that?
Oh, that's where the chicks go.
Is it a castle?
Yes.
Okay then. Boy daddy, boy little chickies love you, boy.
I used to love fishing. I used to love going deep sea fishing. That was like my favorite. Every time I went, I would want the fish thrown back because I didn't like to eat fish and I didn't want them to suffocate on the boat for no reason. I went deep sea fishing this one time. I think it was in Hampton Beach. There's this fish called a dogfish, otherwise known as a sand shark. When this fish gets hooked when you're deep sea fishing, it swims sideways like this. Everybody's line are cast straight out in a line. So when this fish swims sideways like this, it tangles all the lines. These fishermen hate dogfish. They hate them. Every time somebody on the boat hooked a dogfish, they would reel it in and they would cut its fin off on the boat, on the deck, and throw it back. And I watched in horror. I felt helpless. I didn't know what to do. I was like, this is wrong. And I don't want to participate in this. And then my conclusion was, I will never sail with those people again. But it's like, I never made the connections. Like, I'm hurting fish. I love the ocean. I loved fish. I loved seeing them. I was just going about it the wrong way. I didn't have to reel them in with a hook and hurt them.
And after reflecting back on that time in my life, I started to think, is there something more to this feeling I have? This moral dilemma? What if my friend was right about what happened on factory farms?
I watched this documentary called Earthlings, and that was a huge moment for me. This was after I went vegan. Just started watching a bunch of documentaries. Earthlings is about ethics. It's the way we treat animals on our planet. After I watched all that footage, I wasn't vegan for my health anymore. It was only for the animals. When I saw this slaughter footage and the abuse that was going on, and this is not old footage, this is still popping up, new investigations, it's horrific, and I didn't want to participate in it anymore, and I couldn't. So all these changes happened in my body. It was these amazing things, but none of that mattered anymore because I couldn't view animals as a commodity anymore after what I'd seen. I just want to let you know that I know how you feel, I know where you're coming from, and I don't hate you, I was you. And I know what it feels like when you think that somebody is just trying to take away what you think is a right. You know, somebody's trying to take away your pleasure in life, something that you enjoy, and you think that they don't have a right to do that. And I completely understand that mindset because that's where I was at. I want you to know when I am being preachy about all this stuff, I don't do it with malice towards you if you eat meat. I'm trying to spread some knowledge, let people understand what's going on. Because I wish that someone had told me and had kept telling me and kept pushing me, because I wouldn't have supported if I knew. If there's a chance that one of you could change because of what I'm saying, it would all be worth it for me. Because animals are suffering and we don't need to be complicit in it because we don't need meat, dairy, eggs, cheese to survive. I am an example of it. I've been vegan for 3 years. I feel amazing. I have just gone vegan and this is a flashback. And also I need my vegan multivitamin to ensure my health. Oh my god. All the soy I've been eating made me grow boobs! I need more soy. My chi is all sorts of fucked up. Ow! 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 My head's really soft. I must save Sherwood Forest. Can you see my balls? I would feel like that would be the butts of males wearing yoga pants as their balls. Girls like balls.
Nope.
I focus on